Hi guys, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name is Meadow and I am recording my financial journey. In today's video, we will be talking about our 2021 financial goals and a plan. So we as a family make goals every year. Do we stick to them? No. We never write them down and we never have a plan. We just want them to magically happen. So this year we're changing it a little bit. We're creating a plan of how we can stick to the goals and actually make them happen instead of just wishing them true. So our first financial goal is continue to stick to our debt payoff plan and increase payments when we can. To do this, we're going to be sticking to our budget and creating and obtaining a second income stream, as well as completing some savings challenges. So sticking to our budget, we have our minimum payments budgeted into our monthly budget, as well as what we're calling our debt avalanche, because we are working on the highest interest rate first, not the lowest balance. So we have budgeted into our monthly budget $407.50 extra that will be going towards debt. And that is a monthly thing. It is going to happen every month, no matter what. We need to stick to that. And increasing payments when we can will be from things like the savings challenges or the second income stream. When we get a little extra money from maybe our GST credit or something like that. That money will go towards debt. 2, we want to complete some saving challenges, which there will be a new video coming soon. We're looking at doing a cash savings challenge, a spare change virtual challenge, and Poshmark savings. So the cash savings challenge, we don't deal a lot in cash anymore because of the pandemic. Nobody wants it. However, we do make some cash while we are working in the summer, whether it be from tips or taking in the bottles. So liquor bottles in Ontario, you can take back in for cash. And I guess I've never said what we do. We run a campground in the summer. So we take all those bottles back from all the campers who leave them in our recycling depot. We can take those back and then we are able to keep that money. So we're going to save that money this year. Typically we would cash them in, spend the money like, woohoo, we got an extra $100, or one time we got $400 and it was just a free for all. We just spent it willy-nilly. We didn't tell that money what to do for us. So this year we're going to put it in a jar of some sort and just save it and see how much cash we actually spend in a year, because we never had a way of tracking it. Spare change virtual challenge. This, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do this. I have seen a lot of people do spare change challenges when they're doing the envelope system, and then they take all their change and they put it in a jar. I don't have a change jar because I don't have change. So everything stays in my bank account. So I will be making a new video on how we plan on doing this, but I think it's going to be kind of fun to see how much change out of our categories we can come up with. And then Poshmark savings, I have dilly-dallied a little bit with selling things on Poshmark, just extra things that we have laying around the house or things that we bought and we don't really want or use anymore. My son's been trying to sell a couple of his toys. He wants to get a new playground in the spring. So I'm trying to teach him that way, where if he can make some money from the toys that he doesn't play with anymore, then we can put that into his new playground fund and he'll be able to buy it. Now keep in mind he's only 3, so this is mostly me, not him, but I would like to teach him young, or try to, because I never knew anything about money growing up. But again, we'll talk more about those saving challenges in another video. Our third goal for 2021 is to fund our Nova Scotia house goal of $15,000. We do have a plan on how we can do that this year. We want to buy a house in Nova Scotia. That is where we're both from. My husband and I met in elementary school and have known each other our whole lives in Nova Scotia, and didn't move away from Nova Scotia until after high school. So we want to buy a house there because we do tend to go there for winters. We are lucky enough that we have some family there we can bounce around from. My best friend lives there, so we tend to stay with her a lot. But as we're getting older and our son is getting older, it just makes more sense to own a property there for us. And whether we Airbnb it while we're not there in the summertime, because that's the opportune time to Airbnb something is in the summer. We only need it in the winter. So whether we do that to create an income source out of it, or we rent it out full time to our friends and then we just stay with them and are able to use it while we're there. We haven't really figured out how that's going to go, but buying a house in Nova Scotia is a top priority for us. So to do this, we're going to continue to live off the same amount of money we receive on EI while we're working in the summer. So in turn, what that means is right now we both receive $896 from EI every 2 weeks, my husband and myself. In the summer, we essentially just over double that each. So what we'll be doing is living off the EI amount, and then we'll be able to take one whole paycheck and put it into the Nova Scotia House Goal Fund, which will equal roughly to about $3,000 to $3,500 a month. Because in the summer we get paid on the 15th and the 31st. So the 15th will live off, say, my husband's paycheck, and we'll put my whole paycheck in this fund. And then on the 31st, we'll live off his whole paycheck and put my whole paycheck in this fund. And we should be able to complete that if we stick to it. Goal number 4 is kind of loose and we're not really sure what we're doing yet, but we would like to create and obtain a sustainable, second income source. Sustainable being the key word because we do work 6 days a week at least 10 hours a day in the summer months. So I just have a couple notes down here. We're not sure what we're going to do, so this is just us talking through it. We're working through it, trying to figure out what we're going to do. So it's either creating something to sell, or do we want to sell a service, or is it going to be online? Is it going to be offline? We don't know. I have had multiple income sources in the past. They were all very labor intensive. Most recently, I was refinishing furniture and I did really, really well at it. It was really, really good money. People liked my furniture. The problem is that I could do it full time in the winter because I'm not working. In the summer became another story, and I would lose all my clientele and then have to rebuild in the winter. And it's not sustainable for me because it's only for a couple months of the year. I would like to create something that is all year round. So maybe it's a little bit less of an income, but for a longer period of time. And that's basically it. Trying to keep it simple for 2021 so that we can actually complete the goals. So just to recap, continue to stick to our debt payoff plan and increase payments when we can. Complete savings challenges, fund our Nova Scotia house goal, and create / obtain a sustainable second income source. And that's it. That's what we're going to be working on. And I hope that at the end of 2021 in December, I'm still recording my videos and I can come back here and say, look, I completed this, and you can too. That's the goal. I want to be able to stick to this, and I need help. I need people to say, yes, you can. Anyway, that's it for our 2021 financial goals. Do you have any interesting goals that you're working towards for 2021? Let us know down in the comments. We'd love to see. If you have a video, I'd love to watch. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to, and hit that notification bell so you'll see the upcoming video about completing savings challenges. Bye, guys.